and hopefully I'm back to stay. I am going to show you guys how I redo my chairs in my dining room. And one thing I need to let you guys know, I am not a professional. I try things to see if it will work, and if it does, pat on the back. If it doesn't, I'll try again. If I need to get somebody to help me, I will go that route. But I am the queen of rigging things up, okay? So when you come on my channel, if you want to know how to get it done and get it done your way, not the right way, but your way, you are in the right spot, because I will rig something up in a heartbeat, okay? And these chairs probably will be rigged. I'm going to let you know that right now. They are not going out to be upholstered, so I'm doing this on the inside. So if you want to know how to get it done and get it done on a budget and do it yourself and tweaking it however it fits for you, then you're in the right spot, okay? So just stick around and let's get started on these chairs.
Hey you guys, so here is the supplies that you will need. Of course, your fabric, a staple gun, a pair of scissors, a screwdriver, and a wrench or some grip pliers. And yes, that is real. You're probably wondering why. Well, I'm going to show you in just a minute. Of course, you're going to need your chairs that you're going to be doing. And mine are very easily assembled. Well, they're very easily to be disassembled. So that's where the screwdriver will actually come in at. You can do a drill, but sometimes you can actually strip it if you just go a little bit too fast. So I prefer to do the screwdriver, and they came out, you know, pretty easy. So once I get these screws out, then I'm gonna show you how or what the grip pliers are actually for. This dining room set that I have, I got off of Facebook Market, I want to say maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. It has held up great. I love it because it is a circular table, and it actually came with 6 chairs, believe it or not. I don't think it literally can fit that. That's the reason why I have 5, but it did come with 6 chairs. So right here you can see from where I previously installed the first layer of fabric, or the fabric that I had on there, I'm taking out staples. Okay, so here's the ghetto way. This is called the Amy Rig 'em Up way, okay? I did not have a staple puller, and I went to several stores to actually get a staple puller, several cheap stores. Staple puller. It's called a staple remover, you guys. And when I went to those 2 stores that didn't have it, I was like, you know what? Just forget it. I could use a flathead screwdriver. So that's exactly what I did. I went through every single chair with a flathead screwdriver, and I'm just going underneath those staples and pulling them up. Now, some of them was in there to where I couldn't pull them up. So that's when I had to pull out the old handy dandy grip pliers. And you don't have to have grip. You can just do any type of plier. But I pulled out the pliers, baby, because it was just stuck. And so I went through with those pliers and pulled out the rest of those staples. And as you can see, it's a lot of staples. And if you're doing it, I guess, a DIY way, one, I don't know how to sew. You know what? Speaking on that, you guys, I wish one class that I could have taken while I was in high school would have been home economics, because I remember when my brother took home economics and he learned how to sew. He made a whole jogging suit for himself. And baby, I can't even thread up a sewing machine. That's so true. And I took a small class about it. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. Okay. So the reason why you see a whole lot of staples is because that's the way that I really knew to do it. And as you can see, it already has staples in the original one, but that's because that's the lining to keep the fabric, I guess, intact. So anyway, we're going to pull out all these 1,000 staples, and then I'm going to show you what it actually, the chair actually looks like. You guys, tell me that this fabric right here is not the ugliest piece of fabric you've seen. That's the reason why I got covered up in the first place. Anyway, so what I did, instead of me going and measuring, so let me get on that real quick. Instead of me going and measuring, I took off the first the first piece of fabric that I had on my chair already. And that's how I got my measurements from my fabric that I'm using right here, which is the buffalo check. Now, when I went and got the fabric of the buffalo check, because I've had it for a while, but I do remember when I went and got it, I got 3 yards of the buffalo check. I do know that much. And the reason why I got 3 yards is that I knew from before that 3 yards was going to cover my chairs. So I'm just showing you right here where I'm going to cut it so that I know that I'll have enough. 3 yards, I got this from Hobby Lobby. It was during one of their sales. They always throw their fabrics on sale here and there. And this was during one of the sales when I knew that I was going to eventually do this project. So what I'm doing is, as you can see, I cut it where I needed it to be. And this is a double layered fabric. So I'm just going to go through and then cut so that I can bring this out to 2 pieces instead of it just being one. Now, if you want to, you can leave yours as one thick piece like this. I don't know why you would, but I didn't want to do that. And it gave me plenty of fabric to be able to go around on my chairs. I was able to cover every single chair, and then I still had fabric left over. So once you get your first piece cut, what we're going to do then is we're going to take our chair pad and we're going to flip it over, and we're going to make sure that the piece that we cut is going to be enough. Now, you do not need a whole lot. You just need enough to be able to tuck and fold and staple onto the chair. And you want to pull it tight so that you don't have any wrinkles. This is where the staple gun comes in handy at. So I am going to be stapling each side of these chairs, and I'm going to be pulling it as tight as I possibly can and stapling it down to the chair. And I'm going to do that on all 4 sides of the chair. But then when I get to a particular side of the chair, like around the corners, I'll show you how I actually folded that. Okay, y'all, so we've come to the side to where I know that I'm going to be folding the corner piece. So I'm going to try to show you in a zoomed in fashion. You basically just want to pinch in the side of the fabric and pinch it in really, really tightly, and then just pull it. That way it is tight and it won't show like a gap there, or bunching, shall I say, or look kind of funny when you go to sit down. That's the only way that I can describe it. It's almost like wrapping a present, like when you take your corners and you tuck them in really, really securely so that it looks neat. That's all I'm doing right here, is just pinching that fabric really tight on the inside and then just pulling it and securing it with the staple gun. I hope this makes sense, because that's the only way I know to describe it. Just pull it as tight as you can and then staple it down so that it looks like it was made that way. And then we're going to go through and cut off all of the excess fabric. You can leave this on because I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be looking underneath your chair to see how your chairs were made. But, you know, I just didn't want it hanging, so I'm just going to cut off the excess fabric here.
Why can't you just tell me? I just wanna be your bride, wanna be. I wanna give our love away. You're not letting me, yeah.
Once you flip this over, your chair should look something like this. Just a smooth surface, nothing any different from the original. You know, you just want it tucked and pulled nicely so that, you know, when you do have messes or anything, you're going to be easy to clean. So right here, I'm actually putting the chair back on. You want to just flip it back over and then go from how you disassemble to reassemble. And these screws went right back in the hole perfectly. I didn't have to worry about any of them being off or anything. They actually screwed in very nicely. So yeah, we're going to put this chair back together and we're going to work on the rest of them.
Through to you, yeah. If you let your guard down, baby, this is what I'll do.
So you guys may be wondering, why are you changing the chairs, Amy? Well, one, because my grandkids, and if you have kids or grandkids, you understand completely, having something that is light colored in your house will cause for you to have to clean it constantly. And I was finding myself having to do that because this is where we sit to eat, and the grimy hands and the crumbs and all of the unnecessary stains was just getting to me. So I said to myself, I would like to do something just a little bit darker, something that can camouflage, and I'm not cleaning as often, you know, or trying to shampoo these chairs as often as I was having to. And when I decided to change them, I went with this pattern because I knew that it was going to work well because I already had it in my kitchen and I like the farmhouse look. So I was like, this is going to work pretty good. So that's the reason why I did it, mainly because grimy little hands just makes the best of stains. If you have kids, you understand. I hope you guys enjoyed the little jam session just a few minutes ago. If you're anything like me, I literally have to have some music or a good audiobook or something going on while I get through these projects. And nothing better to get me through it than me listening to my worship music. I was in the zone, as you can see by by me dancing and trying to carry a tune. I can't sing worth a lick, but I can carry a tune, okay? I can carry a tune. But I do have to have something along those lines to get me through. And it got me through every single chill. Every single chill. I absolutely love the way that these chairs turned out, you guys. I couldn't be more pleased. Now, I must say, I was looking back like, your house kind of looked like Beetlejuice a little bit, but the more I stood back and looked at it, the better it actually came. Like, I was like, I know what I'm going to do to add a little contrast here and there, but these seat covers turned out to be the perfect accent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below how you liked it, and click that subscribe button. I'll see you on my next project. Bye, y'all.